Hello guys, welcome in Moon. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We had a fun weekend. Try to scoochie this over here. Nice. Hey Sai. Enjoying the nice warm weather while it's still here. I know where I'm at. It's gonna leave soon. Not just yet, but trying to make like a permanent memory so when it's like so cold outside it can be like, Thank you. Thank you for the daily heart me. Hey TJ. Thank you, Bright Eyes. Welcome in, Meta. I promise, guys, we will get to questions. We're just going to do that boop, boopy, boop thing until we get to 5K. Then we'll get started with the fun stuff. We're going to go for 90 minutes. So at this point, everybody's early. Just going to kind of multitask here. Welcome in, Miss Dior. Hey, Cass. Dr. Yvette, welcome in. Kiki, welcome in. And last one. You got storms heading in? Yeah. It's kind of hard telling here. Like, I'll look at the weather thing, and at 1 minute it says, yes, it's coming at this time. And then like a couple hours later, like, nope, it's not coming. Oh, wait, no, it's back on. But fortunately, where I am, we haven't had anything that has been like crazy flooding or tragic. Happy Sunday, nerdy. Hi, Kayla. I don't want to do that, so can we just... No. Alright, we're just gonna... Sorry, technical thing. Welcome in, Birdie. Hi there, Alan. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, that resolved itself. I promise, guys, we will start with the questions. We're just gonna boop boopity boop till we get to 5K, then we'll get started. Alan, shortly I'm going to be using my dowsing rods to answer people's questions in a yes-no format. They're a really, really, really old divination tool. used back in the day to find water underneath the ground to make a well from. I know I'm older. I'm not a granny. I don't have any kids, therefore I'm an aunt. But troll away if you must. TikTok is just tea. Animal Hospital, the rods only answer in a yes-no format. They're not like tarot, they're not like runes. So they only answer yes-no. But you'd be surprised what you can extrapolate from yes-no answers. No, I'm not drawing. Like one of your French girls? Alrighty. I don't play Roblox. I'm a grown-up. I know some grown-ups play Roblox, and that's okay. But I'm not a gamer. It's just not my thing. I won't yuck your yum, though. Smiling's good. Welcome in, Zymina. If you answer these riddles, you mean? Rides? Riddles? I'll give you $1. Shoot. I wouldn't even know how to get Roblox. I'm not interested in Roblox. I'm going to be answering questions using these. Thank you, Miss Dior. Like, gaming doesn't, it's just not my thing. I don't get any enjoyment out of gaming. That's just me. I like more, like, art stuff. Painting, crafty things. That's more my style. No shade to the gamers, though. I get it. Okay, so we are almost to just insulting from Google Play. I don't get it. That's okay. So I can find, okay, obviously I can find it on Google, but I'm not a gamer. All right, so we're gonna get started here. This is obviously the menu. If you like the more traditional route, the top couple things, remember it's 1 per question, 2 per energy check, 4 per timeline. If you would like to go the route of the gifties over here on the side, not talking to you guys right now. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the candy. And my no-no topics are no pregnancy, health, or legal on both sides, obvi. So, and please remember, unfortunately, the California Bakery has shuttered its doors for good now. Everything should be, you should not be able to, oh my gosh, what did I just become? Vintage Flight? Hey, Amelia. That was pretty cool, thank you. Thank you for the, I don't know, pina colada? Pina colada? access everything you can draw. Justin, thank you for being the title gifter. Thank you very much. That's a big one. I appreciate. Maybe I will check out Roblox. I don't know. I've seen other people on it. I think it's more of a kid thing, and I feel like it's inappropriate for me as an adult to be on it. If there's like a bunch of kids on it, it just doesn't sit right with me being an adult. Thank you, Birdie. Okay, so we are starting off first with Natalia. Question number 1 for Natalia. Question number 1 is no. Now clarify. So I'm getting no's, 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 and it's looking like, Natalia, you are the only person that is doing anything in that sort of capacity whatsoever. Jean, what is my favorite color? It's hard to pick one. I have several. I can't pick just one. I love color. I love painting. So it's very hard for me to narrow it down to just one. Justin, does Charlie miss Justin? Yes. Can you show me in a percentage? Ooh, that's a lot. Is there any communication between Justin and Charlie before the end of their day in their specific time zone? Show me odds. There is more of a chance of communication happening than not, but there is a slight chance that it does not happen. So we're looking at 6 out of 10 for it, communication happening this before the end of today where you are at. 40% chance of no communication. Shayna, I tip my hat to you, love. Thank you. Yvonne, thank you for the daily heart me. Are you talking about this, Jean? Meta, did Brian's granny invite Meta to her birthday to start drama? Thank you, love. Thank you, Joanne. It wasn't good intentions. It would appear that it was malicious intentions is what I'm getting. So Shayna will call Shayna. Is there any future communication coming up between Ty and Shayna? Yes, show me odds, please. That's on its way. So we have a little bit of a list forming here over at Mr. V's Bakery. So let me go over the order of that. Thank you, love, Debbie. So we have Cassandra, and then Justin. And then when it comes to, nope, we're good there. Cool. Okay. So we got 2 people on the list from Mr. V's Bakery. Cassandra's first. Excuse me. We're going to do energy checks first, non-spicy. Ooh. To the shoulder. What about spicy? Both to the shoulder. I like that. Oh, I don't think these were not listed as private. Will Joey come visit Cassandra in September? What about in October? Or neither? Show me odds on Joey visiting in September. Right in the middle. Odds on Joey visiting Cassandra in October. Actually quite a bit higher for October. We're looking at like almost a 9 out of 10. What are odds on Joey not visiting Cassandra at all on either of those months? Right now, 1.5 out of 10, very low on being neither. Does Joey think of this weekend more like a distraction or actual bonding? Odds on it just being a distraction. 1.5. Odds on it being some actual bonding experience. Much higher, 8 out of 10 on that. Please keep Agnes pinned. Does Joey feel closer to Cassandra after this weekend's hangouts? Can you show me in a percentage? Okay, just want to make sure they actually stop. 9 out of 10 on that. Agnes, are Agnes's stepmom's intentions really bad towards Agnes? Ugh. It's not 100% bad intentions, but it is a lot. I don't like that. So it is more around like a 6.5, close to 7 out of 10 on your stepmom's intentions being unfortunately bad towards you. Just remember, you are in charge of who is in your life. I know with, a family, it's a hard decision to be like, too much has happened, I gotta cut you off. But if it's causing you more pain than good times, it's okay to cut family off just for your own mental clarity, mental safety. I'm going to do Debbie here, and then Justin is up. Debbie, does Eric want to reconcile romantically with Debbie? Can you show me odds? Ooh, they would very much like to. How do you feel about the situation, Debbie? Ooh, just to let you guys know, the California bakery has been shuttered because of terms and services. So I no longer have that as an option. I know it's going to take a while for people to get used to it, but I can't. It should not even be a possibility. But if you knew it from before, so I'll just be. I believe you shouldn't even be able to, because earlier this week I shut it all off. So you shouldn't even be able to. For Justin, is Charlie open to the idea of giving Justin another chance romantically? Charlie's open to it. Can you show me in a percentage? Okay, it's better than 50-50. We're sitting at about a 6 out of 10 on that. I get yes for Charlie being open for communication. I don't know if you guys are currently in communication, but maybe reach out with something not too involved or taxing, something easy to answer, depending on if you have been in communication or not, of just, hey, how you doing? I was thinking about you, and see if they reply, because it seems like they're open to the idea of communication. Zymina, is Ernesto ready to talk to Zymina to follow up on the last conversation? So, does Ernesto feel ready? Can you show me in a percentage how much Ernesto feels ready to talk? A lot. And what about specifically a follow-up on their last conversation? Okay. It seems like they've done the work. They are prepared. Okay, yeah, it was declined because oh no, wait. Shoot, there's something more I need to do on my end. But I am getting your postage back to you, Rhiannon. Cynthia, will Frederick want a love relationship with Cynthia and leave Carol? Okay. Will Frederick want a love relationship with Cynthia? Yes. Will Frederick take action and leave Carol? Odds on Frederick leaving Carol. It's low. Is this a situation where they want to have their cake and eat it too? Frederick, can you show me in a percentage does Frederick have good intentions towards Cynthia? They're not really being genuine. This is a situation where they are really looking at you for the spicy time aspect. If you are looking for a relationship that is only spicy time related, and it doesn't look like right now they have any true intention of leaving Carol, if that's what you're okay with and looking for, go for it. But if you're looking for them to leave their current significant other, odds are not there right now for it. For Carolyn, will Audrey make the chaos team? Okay. Carolyn would like to know, will Audrey make the chaos team? Show me odds. Oh, that's a yes. Very good odds on that. Belle, I'm sorry, I can't answer that question. It falls under legal. And the only reason I don't answer these types of questions is because some things need to be left up to the professionals. I have a lot of trust in these rods, but no person that does divination, if they're telling you they're 100% right 100% of the time, they are lying. So just because I don't want you making decisions based on something that has even a 0.0001 chance of being wrong when something is that important. But I understand why you would want an answer to that question. Hi, Ronald. Okay, so we have a little bit of a list here over at Mr. V. We have Shannon, then Casey, or Cassie, and then Celine. And then over at, thank you, John. Then over at Mrs. P's Bakery, we have Shagun, Rhiannon, Amora, and then Vivian. So I'm going to kind of go back and forth. We're going to start with Shagun. So mods, I'm going to try to get through the list so we don't get too overwhelmed here, but I'll do Joanne here real quick, and then Shagun, and then I'll be on the list for a second. Joanne, is Joe sorry for the way that he acted today, and will he apologize? Was Joe sorry for the way that he acted today? Will Joe apologize? Ooh, what happened? That's out of character, out of pocket. Regret settled in pretty quick. I don't know if they've realized in totality how much regret, but we're getting already like a 7 out of 10 for realizing, oops, I made an oopsie. I need to make up for it. And okay, for Shagun, we're doing energy checks. Show me Ionis's non-spicy energy towards Shagun for today. Oh wow, that was very fast, like right out of the gate. What about spicy? Okay, they both touched my shoulder. So very high, good energy for today. For questions, is it likely Ionis has gotten clarity? And that's a yes, and will confess before August ends about feelings for Shagun? That's slow. I'd like to check odds on that. Odds on confessing love before end of August. Right in the middle. It's still 50-50 at this point. And is Ionis feeling anything romantically for Caitlin? I get a no on that. Have they done anything spicy, Ionis and Caitlin, with one another? I get no. Nothing spicy has gone on. And is initial K's bay leaf working effectively and working positively? it is working to its full and best capacity, but I don't know what you asked for on the bay leaf, but trying to sway someone's free will, like when it comes to like, don't let them like them, only let them like me. Just be careful with that. That can bite you in the butt. That's just my feelings about it. Everyone has their different feelings about like love spells and stuff like that. And for Shannon, so we're going to do an odds here first. Hey, I like it. 9.5 out of 10. Big, huge yes for September, Shannon. Donna would like to know, has Brian had a good weekend? Does Brian feel like Brian had a good weekend? It's a slow yes. Can you show me in a percentage how much they thought the weekend was good for them? We're looking at about a 3.5 out of 10 on it being a good weekend in the end. But that's really subjective. And for Rhiannon, that's weird. Very odd. For Rhiannon, can you show me odds on that? Ooh. So Rhiannon, it's a big yes, very high odds, and before the end of the current year. Just a little bonus for you. Jackie, will Jackie's employer decide to move forward with the new role for Jackie? Very high odds on that, yes. It's looking like a yes. And I'm just bebopping back and forth between Mr. V and Mrs. P's bakery, trying to get the list down a little bit. Cassie, will Tony tell Cassie that he wants a relationship with Cassie romantically? Good odds on that. When will Tony tell Cassie that he wants a relationship with Cassie? Is it before the end of the year, 2026? Is it before the end of third quarter? Fourth quarter? Is it in October? November? Crossing on November? First half of November? Very strong yes for that. Most likely to occur on a weekday, weekend day. First half of November on a weekend day. Best energetic day for Tony to ask or to tell Cassie about the feelings that Tony has for Cassie. Ask for a relationship. November 1st, November 7th, November 8th, crossing on November 8th, November 14th, 15th, November 8th. Odds on that day, November 8th. That's a Sunday. For Jordan, will Amelia and Jordan be close again soon as friends? Or more than friends? I'm getting no on both of those. Can you show me odds? Ooh, they are... I can feel the energy on this one. They are repelling one another. They will not... It's like one of them is trying and the other one's like, absolutely not. I am so sorry. Now remember, we're probably picking up on today's energy. Things could change with time, but right now it is a big old no-no. Next up over at Mrs. P's is Amora. Amora would like to know, is DeRay thinking about making Amora his girlfriend? Yes, since the summer is over. Yes. Was DeRay's a post from earlier? Did it have any relation to Amora? Can you show me in a percentage how much it was related to Amora? All right, looking like those subtle posts, you know, sending a message. So I do get yes on that, Amora. For Celine, I'm sorry, let me do Grace here, and then Celine, you will be next. Grace, will Grace get a job offer with the salary that Grace wants before the end of, let's do this upcoming week. Will Grace receive a job offer before the end of this upcoming week? I do get a yes. Will it be with the salary that Grace is wanting? No. Can you show me in a percentage how much it will match towards? Eight out of 10. So whatever you were hoping to get, cut it by like 20%. I know that sounds like a lot. Hopefully they will change their mind about that and offer you more, but at least there is an offer coming. For Celine, question number 1, I'm over at Mr. B's Bakery. So I split your first question up into 2 parts. So it's looking like no. It is a yes for what you said besides at. So it's a yes for that, but it's a no for other than that. Okay, so for your second question, it's looking like that's how it starts, but that's not where it ends. It goes beyond that. So following question is a yes. Very high odds for it going beyond what you suggested in the second question. For initial K, did Ionis mean anything negative when he said he's not making any romantic advances? No, I get no for anything negative. Yeah, it won't even register on a scale when I ask for that. So nothing negative was meant. And switching back to Mrs. P's Bakery, Vivian is up next. Question number 1. Vivian would like to know, is Ralph pulling away from Vivian? Ralph does not consider themselves pulling away from you. Is Ralph involved with any other woman romantically besides Vivian? No. Thoughts on that? They're about 1.5 inches away from crossing, so they won't even touch. They won't cross. They're 1.5 inches away. What about specifically any romantic interest or crush on any of Ralph's female co-workers? To get very specific. Nope. And does Ralph want anyone else romantically? That's a no. Energy towards Vivian today. True, genuine love, care, and affection. We're sitting good at an 8 out of 10. Is there going to be any communication between Ralph and Vivian before the end of this upcoming week? I do get yes on that. Is it on a weekday? Weekend day? Is it before the end of today? Is it next Saturday? Next Sunday? Next Saturday? So I'm getting communication for next Saturday, not Sunday. And next on the list is Patrice. But let me do Woni here real quick, and then I'll read for Patrice. Woni would like to know, will Woni talk to Kirsten again soon? So is there any future communication going on between Woni and Kirsten again soon? Yes. Can you show me in a percentage? Very high odds for communication again soon. For Patrice. So I like to do non-spicy first. So David's energy, non-spicy towards Patrice for today. Kind of a slow start, but I like where we end. So very high, 9.5 out of 10. What about spicy? David towards Patrice. Okay. So it's about a 6 out of 10 on the spicy side. Energy's a little slow, but maybe I'm just not tuned in. It's kind of like trying to tune into a radio station with these things. Some people, the rods are much easier to tap right into, and that's when you get those really fast swings. but I like the end result. For Sean, will Sean and Sam get back together? Can you show me odds on them getting back together romantically? We are looking at about a 7.5 out of 10 odds for getting back together. Miss Dior, yeah, that's how I did it. So it's looking like this upcoming Saturday. But I asked about today just to be thorough. And TikTok is just tea. And just to put out a reminder, guys, this is my first live that since the California bakery has been shuttered. Due to terms and services. All right, still going through the list here. And this is for Raquel. All right, so Raquel would like to know, is Chad going to take action and ask for a divorce again? Show me odds on that, please. It's looking like right now they are very set on this. And will Chad follow through with it this time? Again, very set on this activity, at least for today's energy. Does Chad want to talk with Raquel? They do want to talk. Does Chad truly want to be in a relationship with Raquel? I do get yes on that. Is Chad regretting the message that Chad sent last? Can you show me in a percentage how much regret has been realized on Chad's part? Doesn't look like it's come to like 100% of like full realization, but still pretty high. So we're sitting at about 7.5 out of 10, in between 7.5 and 8. Do Chad's friends and family encourage Chad to pursue divorce? So I separated it out. That's a lot of people to go through, but I'm getting that it seems like there's a majority of both friends and family that are kind of like, that if Chad has a close enough relationship with them, I'd be like, yeah, I probably would if I was in your situation. That would agree. So, and is Chad the one that files for divorce? From what you can see right now, does it end up being finalized? Odds on divorce being finalized. It's better than 50-50. I'll take that. Sitting at about 6.5 out of 10 on that. But first things first, Well, you don't really need to ask, but you do need to file. So my focus would be on what are the odds on filing. Again, extremely high. I think I already asked that. Are Chad and Initial A currently getting along? No. Is there a lot of arguing going on? Yes. Are Chad and Raquel going to have future communication soon? Within 7 days? Odds on communication within 7 days. Very good. Communication most likely happening on a weekday, weekend day, this weekend, next weekend. So maybe coming up to this upcoming weekend. Sean, will Sam, I think I did that one, but maybe I did not. Will Sam and Sean get back together? I do get a yes on that. Very high odds. We're sitting at about 8.5 out of 10 on that. And bouncing back over to just let you guys know where you are on the lists. So over at Mr. V's Bakery, I have Lizzie, Cassandra, Sarah, Cassandra, Shannon, Jasmine, and then over at Mrs. P's Bakery, I have Jeanette and Glenn. So since it's a little more backed up over at Mr. V's Bakery, let me read a couple of these. So starting with Lizzie. Energy checks. Troy, non-spicy towards Lizzie for today's energy. Nice. 9 out of 10. What about spicy? Troy towards Lizzie for today. No problem there. All the way to the shoulder. And for your question, was Troy visiting his mom today? Did Troy see their mother today? That's a yes. And for, thank you, Shade. Thank you. For Cassandra, when Joey visits, is it a platonic visit? Odds on it being an only platonic visit. I wouldn't even call that a 1, but technically it did cross. Does it turn spicy at any time before he leaves to return back? Is this fun for both parties involved, both Cassandra and Joey? Both are happy? Okay. And will Joey get along with Bryce? Ooh, yeah, very good odds on that. Bryce's feelings about Joey register a little different, but I get it, based on age, but I like that it is better than 50%. So I think it's a good start. So we're looking at like a 7 out of 10 on that. I think that's a good start though. For Kesha, does Zach want to reconcile? Thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate. Kesha, does Zach want to reconcile? Can you show me in a percentage how much they want to? Okay, they want to more than they don't want to. Ren, thank you. So we've got about, it's also looking like a 7 out of 10 on that. For Sarah over at Mr. V's Bakery, question number 1 for Sarah. Will Ethan continue to be consistent with communication? Yes. And what about energy check? Non-spicy Ethan towards Sarah for today's energy. True, genuine love, care, and affection. Okay, we end up at a 9 out of 10. What about spicy Ethan towards Sarah for today? It's always a little higher. That one went to my shoulder. Ren, thank you for the hanging lights. Appreciate that. Ooh, I probably need to check this. Sorry, let me do something here real quick. Yep, I need to pin that. Oh, sorry. I think I might have unpinned somebody. That was because I was checking on this. Okay, so that is set. That is set. Update. Sorry, I'm still working on it. Okay. Alrighty. It is the last day for me to try to get my gifty gallery. I know the only things left are the expensive things, but for, sorry, I have to figure out a little puzzle here. Oop, done. For John, does Natalie want them to be together romantically? John would like to know, does Natalie want them to be together romantically? Get a big yes. Can you show me in a percentage how much Natalie wants them to be together romantically? Like a lot. Like more than 10 out of 10. All right, so kind of got the list down a little bit. So I'm going to go over to Mrs. P's. Please keep Ren pinned. I'm going to read for Jeanette here. Jeanette would like to know, is Marco going to attempt to come back to Jeanette? It's a big yes. How do you feel about it though? Are you wanting to get back together? Dillian, I don't know if you were trying to maybe put in a request over at the California Bakery, but that no longer exists for me. The California Bakery, because of terms and services, I had to shutter that bakery for good. So for Ren, will Anthony and Ren, will they fix their relationship? Fix it in a way that they are able to stay together with one another? Can you show me odds, please? Ooh. I get that you guys are able to work it out. Remember, it's a two-way street. Not one person should be doing all the heavy lifting. But if you guys are willing to put the work in, it looks like, yes, very salvageable. And hopefully better. And next up is Shannon. Question number 1 for Shannon. Wow. That's a big yes. They started moving before I had the whole question read in my head. Okay, so I'm getting a first half of September, I'm getting a weekday, and I'm asking specifically for the start of that. I get that it would probably take, maybe it won't, maybe it'll happen in one day. So for the start, I'm getting Monday, September 14th. For Shelby here, will initial J and Shelby, will they be in any sort of romantic relationship with one another soon? Yes. Can you show me odds? Ooh, that's a yes. Does Shelby and Initial J's romantic relationship last at least 1 year from the day that it starts? I gotta put some roadblocks on there, some guidelines for time, but I do get a yes, that it lasts at least 1 year. Trying to go out too far, it starts to get murky. It's like looking down into a pond. You can see that surface stuff real well, but if you try to see down to the very bottom, and especially with the changing timelines do change. Sometimes drastically, that's not as often. Sometimes it's more a little bit up, a little bit back. Up next on the list is Jasmine. Are Jasmine and China going to meet this evening? Can you show me in a percentage the odds that they meet? Okay, that sounds like it is on. And do they hang out with one another for at least an hour? Is this a good experience for both Jasmine and China? Okay, I get that it's a good time, that you both have a good time, and that you do meet and hang out. And bear with me for a short technical moment. Here we go. Next up, we have Glenn. I know Glenn likes to bebop around. I just want to see if they're here. TikTok is just tea. Okay. Please keep Mercedes pinned. We're going to do some energy checks first, non-spicy. Ooh. What's going on? Okay, so we're looking at a 5 out of 10 on the non-spicy for today. What about the spicy? Matching energy, 5 out of 10. And maybe the next couple questions might have something to do with that. Or can you show me odds? All right, so I'm getting very high odds on the first option that you gave. Letter H actually doing it instead of just giving a suggestion. And for your next question, can you show me odds on that? Odds are very good for that continuing to happen. Okay. So it's looking like naturally, the longer that you are in business, the higher it's going to get. So for your final question, I'm going to ask it for the first year, the closest. Of the total. Okay. So I was trying it one way and then I was like, oh, no, I want to try it this other way. So I did it over and over like 3 times to make sure that I was like, I'm changing my approach here. But it's looking like this ends up being around 40%. It's quite a large amount. For Mercedes, well, working at the new respite side job, temporary work out for me, extra money for new kitchen. Oh, okay. So will Mercedes working at the new respite side job, temporary work, will that be enough for Mercedes to get the kitchen remodeling work done that she wants? Do you get a yes? Can you show me in a percentage? It's looking like yes. That will definitely. Oh, I've lost track of time, haven't I? Yes, I have. Okay, let me take a peekaboo, Raquel. So Mercedes, it's looking like yes, that's going to be able to get you what you are looking to do for your kitchen. All right, so let me check so I can let the mods know. Okay, so we have initial V, and then we have, oh, that's it so far. So I'm only going to keep the list open for another 5 minutes because usually there's like a pretty big flood that comes in. So the lists are open for another 5 minutes. And then I'll just be answering everyone's questions after that to close out. Jennifer, would it be in Jennifer's highest and best good to stay no contact with Daniel? Stay no contact. And for initial V, thank you guys for your daily heart me's. I appreciate it. I keep forgetting to say this more often. Dillian, thank you. Thank you. That's a big gift. I appreciate. If I'm new to you and you guys like what I'm doing and would like to potentially see more of me on your FYP, please consider giving me a follow. I want people that actually want to see me, not just a follow for a follow. I want to find my friends, to find my peoples. So I can do Shell Bell real quick here. Would it be in Shell Bell's highest and best good to stay and try again? Can you show me in a percentage how much they should stay? Okay, I'm not quite sure what situation you are speaking of. The more detail that you can give in a question, the better the answer is going to be. But in general, for what you're asking about, they're saying yes, a 9 out of 10. And Shannon, please keep Shannon pinned. I'm going to do one of initial V's here real quick. Is there any day this upcoming week before next Sunday that initial V and Izzy see each other in person? Can you show me in a percentage what the odds on it are? Is it on a weekday? Is it on a weekend day? Is there more than one day? So is it on Monday that V and Izzy see each other? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Thursday. Thursday, V. So I made a nail appointment on 20. Doesn't show you still happening. Well, that's next week. Okay, so specifically, what about the 25th? Is there a nail appointment happening for V on Tuesday, August 25th? And yes, I still see that or the rods still see that as happening. Dilly, can you check Mike's energy in spicy? I couldn't get the other. Okay, sure. What about Mike's non-spicy, true, genuine love, care, and affection towards Dilly for today? Extremely high. What about spicy? Both are very high. High vibes, very high vibes. Energy check, Shannon. Initial D towards Shannon, non-spicy, please. And there are a couple little speed bumps there. What about spicy? Okay, no hiccups or speed bumps there, but still where they landed, very happy with that. Kristen, will Shania move out before the end of this year, 2026? Does Shania move out from Kristen's before the end of 2027? Does Shania move out in first quarter 2027? Second quarter 2027? I'm getting more like late-ish spring, early-ish summer of next year. And to continue with, oh, nope, that was just, okay, so I did the questions for initial V. Crystal is next. Crystal would like to know, will Crystal in initial C be in an official relationship? Is it before the end of this current year, 2026? Does the official relationship begin in September? October? Odds on it being October? Very high for October, Crystal. Raquel, energy checks with Chad. So Chad, non-spicy towards Raquel for today's energy. Okay, pretty good given the situation. We're looking like we're just short of 8 out of 10. What about spicy? Okay, no problems in that department. To the shoulder. Jennifer, will Daniel try to contact? Is Daniel going to try to contact Jennifer? Yes. Can you show me odds on that? I do get yes for them attempting to contact you. Just checking here. And for Birdie, energy check. So, can you show me Logan, non-spicy, towards Birdie for today's energy? 9 out of 10. What about spicy? To the shoulder. And so I'm over at Mr. V's Bakery for Shannon. Shannon would like to know, does Rob want a romantic relationship with Shannon? Okay. How much? Like a lot. So Shannon, how do you feel about the situation? Would you like a relationship? Because Rob is down for it. Ooh, buddy. Oh, we can't go that way. You can go this way. Yeah, come in. Sorry. Incoming kitty. He's a moose. It's getting to be nighttime. He turns a lot more friendly at night. He snoozes all day. When he comes out at night, gets friendly. Yeah, beauty. Okay. I'm just checking around to make sure Okay, so now is the time that I would ask if you sent me a request and I haven't read for you, now is the time to go, yoo-hoo, me over here. And this is only if you were on one of the lists. If you're just asking in here, Cass, let me check. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I actually didn't even do that one. That was, sometimes they come in and not the order, or it could have just been me thinking, oh, I saw that one. Okay, so timelines for Cass. So I got more, was it September visit, October visit, October visit? Is it in the first half of October? Second half of October? On a weekday? On a weekend day? Okay, so second half of October on a weekday. Does Joey visit Cassandra between October 12th and 16th? October 19th and 23rd? Which is the best day? October 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd? Can you show me odds on Joey visiting Cassandra that day? Yep, really high. How many days does Joey stay? 1, 2, 3, crossing on 3. So looking like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What kind of makes sense? And supposedly something spicy happens while Joey is visiting. Does it happen on Friday? Saturday? Sunday? Last day? The last day that Joey is visiting. My God, the anticipation up until that point sounds like it's going to be very intense. V, yes. Which one? Is it does it show you if I'll see Izzy this week? I do remember that question number 2, the nail appointment, that is still on. Oh. Oh, I do see, but there's no question. Can you put the question here? Because there was no question typed in. Put it in message. See, I can't really. Let me see if I can find. Sometimes I can't. Oh, okay. I found it. Okay, bear with me for a second while I read this. And good morning. Okay, so was the sending of those specific things, was that Izzy's way of trying to let V know that he's not ignoring V? Yes. I mean, any communication, while it might not be at the volume and quantity that you desire, but any continued communication is a good sign. Depending upon, sometimes life gets to life and a lot more than other times when it's like slower and more um, when you have more free time. So let me check on a couple things here. So we've got about 4 minutes left. Okay, gotcha. Did you answer the timeline and we'll get into a romantic? Now, I was thinking that it was related to like the fact that there's like something spicy going on the visit, and that I got that it was the last day that they visit, which I was asking how long are they going to visit? I got 3 days. So it's like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then the last day is when something spicy happens. And I'm assuming that's going to be the start of like a lot. You would have like, we've done so many timelines, but everything is kind of sticking around like September for some kind of verbal communication. But if this spicy activity does happen on the Sunday, the last day that they visit, I'm gonna go with like that's gonna be the start. Will Logan want to date Birdie? So is Logan considering dating Birdie currently? Can you show me in a percentage how much they're considering that? Okay. So at this point, they would like more dates with Birdie. Okay. So I get that. Yes, Logan is definitely wanting more dates. Yay! Yes. Ooh, mods, nice. And thank you everybody that participated in the tippity tap tap. We got to 80. That's nice. Alrighty. So, we got some new followers. That's nice. So if you guys, if you give me a follow, you'll be more likely to see when I'm going live. Of course, I have it on my profile. You can look at my profile on the days that I normally go live, but every now and then I also do extra pop-up lives, especially around the holidays when I get some time off from work and I'm like, hey, let's do a live. And remember, superfans, tomorrow I do a 1 hour public live, take a little quick break, and then come back and do a half an hour of superfan only live. So, Lexami, thank you. That's appreciated. Anything that helps, even if you're not able to support in one way, there are free things. There, the share button. all of it really helps, and I'm very appreciative for everything, because I get right now is not the best of economic times for some people. So I totally get it and appreciate any help, whether it be tippity tap, shares. Yeah. All right, cats and kittens. Okay, so it's looking like I got to everybody. Let me just do one more check here. Good there. And okay, good there too. Alrighty. Thank you, Mons. Thank you to everybody that participated in any way whatsoever, even if you were just hanging out watching. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I will be back tomorrow, 1 hour public live, then a little break, and then super fan only live. So if you're a super fan, make sure to pop in. All this stuff is free. All right, take care, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.